Morning, everybody. I was, like some of you yesterday, was watching the Jim Rohn clip that they had there. Ultimately, they're selling a product for Jim Rohn and his program, and it's a great program, and I'm sure that it's worth all the money. But it made me want to go back and look at some of my Jim Rohn quotes that I have, and one of them was, you know, you are the accumulation of the top 5 people around you. You know, we've told people not to get in the huddle. I've never been one to be in the huddle with folks. I don't. I tend to work, even if I have to work independently, and that's kind of one of the things that stood out to me thinking about what he had said and what we're doing now, the way we're making phone calls and having objectives that we're trying to get to. You know, when my kids are in high school, the teachers always would have a syllabus, and they show exactly what everything's got to be done weekly and the whole bit. Now I've got some in college, and they don't have a syllabus. They have to get it on their own. The teacher doesn't come to them and try to coach them along. It's more of, it's self-initiated. And us as adults, that's what we have to do as well. It's got to be something that we choose to do on our own, because nobody's going to tell us what to do, right? I mean, we're adults. We can make a choice and do what we want to do. Bottom line is, I know us making phone calls, a lot of phone calls, might feel a little different. And it may even feel like it's tough or something of that nature, and learning the scripts. And I had somebody say, you know, I wished it was easier. And another Jim Rohn quote came up: don't wish it was easier, just wish you were better. Be stronger, be encouraged. And I was being silly, and I told him, I said, look, you know, I know, you know, you want to be in sales, and what we have to do in sales, we have to make phone calls. I was thinking about, you know, what positions do you have that you don't have to make phone calls to customers? And I was thinking real estate, no, you gotta make phone calls there. And what about pharmaceuticals? No, you gotta make phone calls there. You know, what about many different areas? I can't think of any more off the top of my head right this second. But we're calling on professionals that get phone calls. Some of you are selling cars to executive level people. Well, actually all of us do at some point in time. We sell to executive level folks. We are professionals. It's what we do. And just because we're calling customers doesn't mean that we're hounding them. It means that we're professionally seeking to serve them. You're not making cold calls in the sense of they have no idea why you're calling. Most of these people either sent in an internet lead, they called us, or they purchased a vehicle from us before. Today, I encourage you. Grant Cardone did a Lampert's study that 31% of the calls made between 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock resulted in 52% of the appointments. So I encourage you today, if you get on the phone and you call from 10 to 2, you don't have a customer. If you know you got a customer, you're going to have to start earlier. We need you starting as soon as possible. But focus on, from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, making your at least 10 phone calls an hour to produce the appointments that you need. Those are going to be the best times. Now, we know we make phone calls early in the morning. I'm looking at my watch right now at 7:30, 7:45. We got to be getting ready for the internet leads, and at 8 o'clock we're making phone calls because we know our competitors will be calling, and they need to know that we want their business just as bad as everybody else, and we may have to schedule a time to recall, you know, to call them back. But I encourage you today to make the calls that you need to make, not only to provide for yourself, but to provide for your family, and to provide for this auto group that has provided for your families, and some of us, for a very long time. Today, don't look for it to be easier. Make yourself better by doing the things that you know you should do. You're great people, you're hard workers. I've gotten an opportunity to spend more time with each and every one of you, and I'm amazed at who you are and what you are. Today, let's show everybody what we are. Have a great day.